Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm going to talk to you today about how anti-China sentiment is on the rise in South Korea. And, okay, prime example. Okay, there was this South Korean TV drama, and it only lasted for 2 episodes. It was on a $28 million budget, and it was supposed to be a good hit. And I believe the title of it was called Joseon Exorcism. And it really had nothing to do with like what somebody may see as an exorcism, exorcising demons out of people's body. It was warriors from the Joseon era going and combating zombies. And it was supposed to be a big hit, but after 2 episodes, they had to cancel the show unexpectedly. And it was a $28 million budget, and the director had to bow down before the entire nation of South Korea and apologize. The hero warriors that belong to the Joseon dynasty were seen in the movie. Instead of drinking South Korean soju, which is their traditional liquor, they were seen drinking Chinese liquor and eating traditional Chinese food instead of Korean food. Well, a lot of the nation took offense to it, and they demanded an apology from the director, and they also demanded that the show get taken off the air, and there was a nationwide boycott of it. Right now, there is a huge anti-China sentiment in South Korea, and it's grown rapidly over the course of 5 to 6 years. And I'm going to explain why, okay? Yes, China attacked South Korea during the Korean War, but actually in 2015, when I returned to the United States, around that time, there was a high anti-North Korean sentiment. A lot of them supported strong engagements with the United States militarily. But as far as economically, South Koreans wanted to have a strong economic relationship with China at the time. And in 2015, only 37% of South Koreans viewed China negatively because of the economic relations. Well, nowadays, it has gone to 75%. Also, around 2015, China and North Korea were not always seeing eye to eye, more like they are now. So now 75% of South Koreans view China negatively. And why has that happened? The COVID-19 has been a problem, and that has been an issue. Also, support for the Hong Kong protesters. But one of the main things was in 2017, most South Koreans supported the United States military building a THAAD missile defense system in their country. And that would be good protection against North Korea in case North Korea wanted to launch a preemptive nuclear strike. Most South Koreans were behind the THAAD. They wanted it. But China said no and threw a fit about it. And that THAAD missile defense system had nothing to do with Chinese missiles. Chinese missiles were out of range of that THAAD. But the THAAD was able to monitor Chinese military. And all that does show is that the Chinese military has been up to no good and want to conquer territories that do not lawfully belong to them. Well, China got upset about that, and then also a lot of South Korean K-pop stars have been popular in China, and they have gone to China and performed, and they've overall been popular. But the Chinese government had boycotted the K-pop stars after the THAAD situation, which affected South Korea's economy. They also boycotted many South Korean products, which negatively affected South Korea's economy. So when this latest hit TV series, which was supposed to be a hit TV series, comes in, but then the Warriors, even though they're Korean Warriors, they're eating Chinese food and drinking Chinese liquor, the South Korean general population threw a fit about it. And in a lot of ways, you can't blame them at the way China's been treating them lately. So, that's the latest news, and props to VOA Voice of America for reporting this. But other sources have reported it as well.